Yo, this is so important because, yeah, excuse me, it's crazy because I feel like this causes so many like breakups and even like friendships to like go to. I was about to say a departure, which is so freaking funny, which, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. But yo, it's because we don't understand that everyone have different love languages. Like, you may not require the same things to show that you're loved and appreciated than your partner do or a friend of yours do. Like, we all, first of all, let's get down to the nitty gritty, y'all. Let's get down to the. And I don't know how long. We ain't gonna let this happen. I'm not about to be talking too fast now. I don't know how long this message is going to be, but I would love for y'all to stay to the end because I feel like this is going to be a word. Okay, period. Especially when it comes to friendships as well, because I know a lot of things is about a relationship because we want that. We want, even if you're already in that, that's the point of life, right? To find your help meet, okay? Someone to build, grow with, someone to follow along, with the promise that God has over y'all life, okay? Following y'all dreams. God done gave y'all some dreams and goals. God done gave y'all steps and how to pursue these things and get it done. And you meeting certain people along the path. They're meeting certain people. You guys are elevating, blah, 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 blah. Happy. And then now you might have some kids, whatever, because people want to be nasty, right? You getting your freak on with your person. So now you bringing kids into the world, but you want to make sure who you getting your freak on with is someone that is going to help you elevate in this world. It's all about that, finding the right help meet. Okay, some of us, in the past, or some of us right now, y'all not with a help meet. Okay, it's not balanced. Okay, y'all not helping one another. You feel like you're the help. Okay, but we ain't about to get into that because that is not my message, and y'all not about to distract me. Okay, so yeah, we gotta realize that just the way that people was brought up, right? How they was brought up, like, and brought up in their childhood, right? How they were loved, right? Bear with me as I get this message because this ain't one of them in the notes. This is off rip with it. Okay. So it's like how they were brought up with their family, right? How did they mama treat them? How did they daddy treat them? Did they have their daddy around them? Was they mama around them? Did they grow up in a 2-parent household? Was they just around a mom? Or was they just around a dad? Or did they grow up around a grandmother? Did they grow up with around like all of them? Okay, they had a mom, a dad, they had some grandparents, they had some aunts and uncles. Or is this someone where they didn't really have a aunt or uncle that came around, you feel me, because of a little beef that their mom or parents had with them, so they really just kind of stayed with just their close family. They didn't really socialize or deal with other family members. They don't really know their cousins, or if they do got cousins, they don't really know them like that. Or they don't really kick it with that side. They really just kind of stay with their own immediate family, right? That could be someone else. The point is, we are all born and brought into this world in different ways. Okay, we all have our own significant story about how we were born here. Okay, down to the sex. Okay, how we were even created, how we were made. Okay, was it love involved? Okay, was these people even in a loving commitment or a relationship, or did this kind of just happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, that even matters. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, how you create that baby, procreate with someone, that matters. Like, was it love making? Was this, you didn't want this to happen? You know what I'm saying? And it kind of happened. You get me? And I'm not going to really get too deep on this because I want y'all to really use your own ears on this situation that I'm speaking on. But it's like, we got to really get down to that part. And this is why I'm so big on the family I create and who I'm going to create it with. Because if I bring a baby into this world and it wasn't really made off of love, then I know that this will reflect in the relationship as the baby is coming up. And people don't want to admit this. And y'all might be like, what? No, it's not. Like, I love my child, even though, me and the person wasn't technically in love, or we wasn't in a relationship, or whatever your situation. You can love your child all you want, but your child is missing out on some type of love. Okay, it's that love that we all want, that real love. So they love you because you're the mom. They love their dad, but they feel that disconnect, and they're always going to feel that disconnect because you guys don't actually love each other. The parents is not showing that love, right? So there's always going to be some type of void. Okay, I don't like I wish that y'all could understand that, because it's always going to be a void if the parents are lovey dovey, or if they just kind of like deal with each other. You get what I'm saying? And but the thing is, like, sometimes that's just the parents. That's just how it was, and you brought a beautiful child. You happy, you love your child. You feel me? You don't regret it because you love your child. Period. As you shouldn't. You should love your child. You shouldn't regret it. You get what I'm saying? That's what I said. As you shouldn't. For I gotta be clear sometimes with y'all, but you feel me? You shouldn't give up and not want to be there for your child and all that because of how they came or how you procreated. No, once the creation is here, then definitely step up and do what you need to do and try to show as much love as you can. You know what I'm saying? Or get in the position to where you can show it, maybe not with the mom, but with someone else, because we really need that love household. Like that's the first that a child sees. Okay, that dynamic, that family dynamic. Like, did they grow up where they seen their dad and mom kissing, or they always hugging, or was it okay for them to touch and lean and lay on each other? Is people now that don't even really like touching or laying on people because they didn't see that growing up. Or if someone did touch or lay on someone, they seen people yell at them or something. Like, I'm telling you, people don't be wanting to realize, but it really goes down all the way to your childhood trauma. You could be someone that don't really like people touching and leaning on you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because you just didn't grow up around that. So it's like uncomfortable. You like, what am I doing? Or maybe you did grow up around that and they was just weird and creepy with it. So now you just don't want nobody touching you. Okay. It be different for everybody. But that's a big one. So, like, just with that, like, you might be with someone and they don't do the whole leaning and touching. Maybe you want to lean on them. I'm just throwing out examples, y'all. Or you're just wondering why they never like lean on your shoulder or whatever, like, little simple things. And, sometimes we got to think deeper, like they never saw that, or they never experienced that, or maybe in their past relationship that wasn't a vibe, or maybe they did do that and she cussed him out so fucking bad he don't even want to do that with the next person. We got to have a little bit grace. You feel me? And we got to have the patience and the willingness to show someone how to love you. Like, telling them what you actually like. Because then if it's someone that really is curious about you and is loving you and liking you and seeing a future with you, right, they're going to be so intrigued with everything that you're saying, and they're going to be kind of like listening and taking note of everything you're saying. It's going to feel good because it's like you're saying something, telling this person something about how you feel or your love language, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, this what you like? Okay. Like, very interested, like devoted, committed to getting that done for you. But they could be the type where you gotta express it. But I feel like even if they're not that type, I feel like everybody needs to learn to just express their love language, because again, we do not all love the same. Like, because of our different childhood upbringings and how we were brought into the world, and how our relationship is with our moms, and how our relationships is with our dads, relationships with our siblings or family, cousins, nieces, nephews, uncles, aunties, grandmas, grandpa. Those really take part in a person and what they expect or what they think love is, or how to show love, or how you supposed to receive love, or you know what I'm saying? So when you start to really, this is why I would say, like, when you getting to know somebody, I think the most important thing to try to get to know about a person is their family background. Like, just knowing day-to-day stuff, like, how is the relationship with you and your family? Like, that will kind of tell you a basis of like the type of, vibe this is, or family that you're coming into. Because not everything is black and white, but sometimes when people start to say little things, then you could start to get a little image of what you're going against or what you're coming across. You get what I'm saying? Maybe not going against, you just coming across it. You feel me? So it just, I don't know. It's just like, you really got to get to know someone's love language. Like, because you'll really be hurt because you expected someone to know something or do something and they never even did that before, or they don't even know that this is a requirement for you or something that you really like or something that you really care about or enjoy. Like, we got to really be intentional with it. It's not fair for real, for real, like, to just think that your partners or friendships is just supposed to know, how to be a good partner for you. Like, sometimes you do gotta mold and tell a person and say, hey, I like this, I don't want this, I like this, I require this, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. Like, as long as it's not on no narcissistic shit and you're really just, it makes sense. Like, it's not some bullshit. Like, you're just like telling them what you going for, what you don't go for, what you really like, and not no bullshit. Like, I love flowers because, just making up stuff because you just want an Instagram story. But say you really the type where you just love reassurance. And then that can be an example to show for the man to show you reassurance. So you'll be like, hey, I've been through so much and I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type where I need reassurance. Like, I'm not a narcissist where this is y'all talking. I'm speaking for y'all, okay? Because this ain't me. I'm speaking for y'all. You could be like, I'm not like a narcissist with it, but I've come to the realization that, like, I do require reassurance. Like, I would love my partner to reassure me and us and always, talking about our future and just, spoiling me and surprising me with things just to remind me that, he's thinking about me or he loves me or this is still a thing and we're still, like, it's okay to express that to your person, and then they might be like, okay, so how are ways that I could show you this? Then you be like, okay, like, just saying things to me, like words of encouragement, just pouring into me, pouring into us in our relationship. Or you could be like, oh, I love flowers. That's when you'll talk about flowers. You get me? Or you'll be like, oh, this is my favorite dessert. So, if you get this for me, then I will feel like, wow, you thought about me and you want to make me happy or something like that. Or maybe you have some favorite candy and that's the way that you like someone to reassure you. Or maybe it's going out for dinner or them doing surprise dates, okay, like date nights or date days, okay, it don't have to always be at night. Or maybe it's y'all traveling to a new city or something where you want them to show you reassurance that, like, y'all still on this journey together, okay, like that's how you do it. It's perfectly fine. But you can't just be thinking that this man supposed to know that you want flowers and you want this and you want that and you want this, when you're not actually, letting it be known all the time. I feel like not all the time. Let me stop that. I think you need to let it be known to the point where that it's clear in this person's head. People say shit all the time, but if that person ain't really hear what you said, they was distracted, it ain't really registered, then you can't get mad that they ain't really hear what you said. It's up to you to repeat that whenever you feel is the best time for them to really receive that information. But sometimes we be saying stuff and wanting stuff, but we don't really make it clear to the partner. So you can't get mad until 100% that you made it clear to this person and they understood exactly what it was. You feel me? Before you start to cause any havoc or getting mad with this person and feeling like they don't care about you, you got to know 100% that you made it clear to this person exactly what it is that you want and you require in a relationship. Because again, off of our different upbringings and the things that we all experience, right, within our childhood and stuff, some of us, we just require different ways to love us. Okay, some of us have been scarred so much and we just need a little bit more. Okay, some of us, we need less. Some of us, we in the middle with it. Okay, you want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get to know your person, get to know yourself, so that when people ask you about yourself, you can actually answer. And you don't be lying, just going with the flow of everything. And then later on, you want to speak up and start setting boundaries and saying this, and this. Start making that shit clear off rip. Let people know what it is off rip. Okay? And start to try to get it clear to them. If you feel, okay, this, you said what you said, but they ain't really registering yet, wait till it's the right time then. But still, you got to have that grace. We got to have that patience with people because they don't just know how to love you. And if you're someone that really been through some shit, you might be a little bit hard to love. You might be you over it. You tired of telling people this, and this, but motherfuckers ain't mind readers. So sometimes you do gotta tell people. You gotta figure out who's worth it. Who's worth telling that to? Like, who can you trust? Who out of everyone around you or whatever you're dealt with, the cards that you're dealt with, which one is the most trustworthy? Who do you feel like you could even tell this to where you're not gonna feel like you're wasting your time telling the story and it's just going out the air? Like, make sure you telling it to people they gonna actually listen to you. They gonna hear you. They understand you. Right? This ain't gonna work with somebody that don't really care about you. They don't understand you. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to understand. Like, nah. It ain't gonna work. But if it's a relationship or a situationship that needs to turn into a relationship, but it's just a little rocky because maybe y'all really need to just express y'all love languages. And stop being shy. Stop being scared. Stop feeling like you're gonna be judged because you want this, and this. Like, come on, man. I heard someone like snuggling. They like being the the little spoon. Like, she ain't gonna judge you because you like being the little spoon. Tell that girl that you like being cuddled. Okay? You want to feel your girl when you sleeping. Tell her that. Some of y'all waking up with attitudes or you going to sleep mad, but you ain't never said nothing about what you need to feel comfortable or to feel at peace. You feel me? It's like you want something, let it be known what you want. Like, we're not supposed to be in relationships or covenants with people where we can't speak up and tell them shit. When it comes to a point where you know you made it clear, you just keep telling them over and over and they not changing, that's the whole different story. That's different. You don't want to sound like a broken record. Keep telling somebody something, they don't want to listen to you. They being ignorant. That's different. But we have some situations here where some of y'all, you don't even make it known to your partners. Or you're not even looking at it in this perspective or in this way that, like, because of their upbringing and your upbringing, y'all are totally different. Y'all love different. Their relationship with their family and your relationship with your family, it might not be the same. And because it's a bit different, there's differences in the way that y'all, like, was brought up. And you don't know what their family was telling them. And we don't know what your family was telling them. And this is why y'all got to have those grown folks conversations and really discuss things like, oh, so how was you raised up? Like, when it comes to relationships and the man, and is he the leader, and what do you require, and what do you want a woman to be doing? Like, how do you feel? Like, y'all gotta really have these conversations. Some of y'all just be like expecting people to just know shit. You like, it's 2024, you supposed to know to do this and do that. And it's like, make sure that he know. How about that? Make it clear, make it known. Okay? Don't come to me with no issues, no problems. Now I'm getting it because people will come to me or y'all email me or y'all say little shit, opening up. But if you ain't even really try to understand the person or even understand yourself, to understand why you require the things that you require, because maybe you needy as fuck and you don't even realize it. Like, you want somebody that's always texting you back to back. Because you just want to have somebody on the phone to text. And then maybe your partner is someone where they just don't like being on their phone or something. Like, I know people that's genuinely like that. But because of how you grew up, this is like normal for you, but this is normal for them. And we got to come to a middle ground. That's the point. That was just an example for y'all to understand. Like, we got to start coming to middle ground. Sometimes people really don't know. Like, we got to let people know our love languages for real. And if it's someone that you should be actually dealing with in this level, they're going to be interested in everything that you have to say. Don't be afraid of telling them what you like or what you don't like. Like, speak up. Like, we're two whole different people coming into one world, making one world for each other. And y'all think that y'all not supposed to have these real conversations and talk about these things that hurt you, things that make you happy, things that make you feel inspired. Like, y'all feel like y'all, come on, this is what you're supposed to be talking to your partner, to your helpmate. Y'all are healing one another, healing together. figuring out how y'all gonna go about things in the future with y'all kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all beliefs? You got to be equally yoked when it comes to beliefs and morals and stuff. We're gonna probably say that every video, but you gotta be. And you will know when it's the right person because they're going to be interested in what you got to say. And not this fake ass interested that people be doing just to try to get some information on you and flip it and reverse it. And they start talking and making it about them. No, this is going to be someone that's really going to be interested. Like, oh, this is what you like? Okay, what else you like? Like, they want to know. They're going to want to know because someone that cares about you and looks at you in that way and is wanting to plan a future with you, they're gonna want to know how to make you happy because they gotta keep you. If they looking at a far future with you, you gotta be able to keep and maintain this. You can't ask God for the gold and you don't even know how to maintain it. Like, God, y'all asking God for a whole garden, but you ain't even know how to maintain the crops. You can't do that. This person is going to be interested on how to maintain you because they want to keep that face happy or consistent at least. These relationships be so inconsistent. This person wants it to be a consistent flow where like y'all vibing, y'all on a good note. That's all they really want is for y'all to always be just vibing on a good note every day moving forward. It sounds basic, but some people, relationships are not consistent. Y'all arguing today, mad as fuck at each other. Then the next day, y'all doing makeup sex. The next day, y'all just not even talking to each other at all. The next day, y'all real bubbly, hugly, talking. It's like so inconsistent. It's like up, down. It's like fucking stocks. It's like a fucking stock. And this is why some of y'all getting traded in and out. Oh, shit. That's deep. That's funny right there. It's so inconsistent. You want a relationship where it's consistent. Okay, we are consistently having a good day. We are consistently happy in our marriage. Okay? All that inconsistent, it now becomes confusing. Now this could come in because it's a big old crack here. Now it's room for the enemy to come in and do this for your relationship and put here and temptation here and this. Listen, y'all be having the door way too open. You need a consistent, strong line. That's it. One straight line. All that up the charts, back and forth. This is like a stock market. It's like a damn stock market. Inconsistent as fuck. 1 minute y'all good. 1 minute you like, damn, I think we done. It done got that bad. Then y'all back good. Then y'all trying it slower. Like, come on, that's not the type of relationships we talking about. We talking about relationships that are consistently going with the flow and being good. Like, intentionally having like a good relationship. Like, I want to be in this. I want to be here with you. I want to do this with you. I want to be here. Like, you want someone that wants to be in a relationship with you, that wants to get to know you, that wants to get to know what you love, that wants to get to know how can I show you, without just saying it, like with my actions. What can I show you or do that will show you that I really love you and care about you? And this is the type of person that you're going to be dealing with. But, yeah, I'm about to end this, y'all. So it's really, really, really important to get to know your person's love language because you can be, messing up a good thing because you're expecting them to react or do things a certain way, but we're not all the same. You might actually be wanting people to do things because you have a codependent issue or abandonment issue. So you need people to be like right then and there and like locking in, and then they might live a more chill and slow and reserved life, and you more like rush and fast paced because you're not used to things sticking. So you're trying to hurry up and stick it down to make sure that it really sticks and is here forever. And that could be, that could fuck shit up. We gotta really pay attention to ourselves and then pay attention to people. One thing that I do not like is when a person is not aware of their like surroundings or people aware. Like self-awareness is a big thing for me. Like if you can't tell or don't notice how what you're doing is affecting other people literally right around you, standing right there in the same, like, that blows me. That annoys me. But not everybody is hip to that. Not everybody is genuine to that or sincere about other people and their feelings, you know. But some people just not even hip. Like they just so oblivious. It's just about them. They're not even thinking about the people that's there or watching and listening. But that shit blows me. I don't like stuff like that. But anywho, yeah, we gotta tighten up when it comes to that, you know, having more patience and grace, giving people more understanding about us and why we want certain things, because, you know, maybe you've been scarred or hurt or you were neglected, and this is why you want certain things in a loving relationship. And, you know, if it's not toxic or whatever, that's fine. Just make it known to your partner what it is that you want and stop just assuming that they already know, because they don't be knowing. They don't be knowing. And you can always tell if they know or don't know because of their reaction to when you bring things up or say things that you want or need from them. They're going to be like, okay, what else? Like, I got you. I'll do this. Like, they're going to be interested and willing and happy to do that because they really want to be there. You need people that want to be your friend or want to be in a relationship with you, want to be your husband, want to be your wife, or want to be a wife, want to be a husband. Okay? Because if you only want to be my husband, but you just don't want to be a husband, period, I don't know about that. I need you to want to be a husband, period. Because then you're going to do everything that a husband supposed to do. I just come into the picture now. You're like, okay, I want to be a husband, but now I'm going to be this husband for your husband. You feel me? But you got to want it for yourself first. Not because of me, not because of them, not because of you. We got to want it because we want it first. Okay? So, super, super green flag when somebody wants you, want to be in a relationship, want to be committed, want to be loyal to you, want to make you happy, you know, is interested, asking you questions, like, you know what I'm saying? But again, make sure you make these things clear. If there's someone where you really haven't made things clear and you just kind of get an attitude and you kind of just wish that they already knew because maybe they did it before, but they not always doing it, maybe you got to let it be known. Until you make it 100% clear to this person, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then you got some people where you done made it clear over and over again. They just not getting it. We not talking about them. Don't piss me off. Fuck them. We not even talking about them. But catch y'all in my next video. Bye.